Welcome to Theology in 3. Pastor Michael Fueling with you, and today we're going to be talking about cessationism. That word is a mouthful, so let's define our term. Cessationism is the belief that the miraculous spiritual gifts ceased or ended with the end of the apostolic age. So the Bible teaches that all Christians receive spiritual gifts or ministries, things that God calls us to do, and that when we do them, they bear spiritual fruit. There are two categories of spiritual gifts. The first is the miraculous spiritual gifts. Those would be like signs, wonders, miracles, healing. Some people would put the speaking of tongues and the interpretation of tongues into the bucket of miraculous spiritual gifts. The non-miraculous gifts would be like teaching or generosity, compassion, mercy, etc. The apostolic age is the period of time when the apostles were alive, they were writing scripture, and they were laying the foundations for the early church. So cessationists, they believe that the miraculous spiritual gifts ended with the apostles because they were only gifts given to the apostles. The apostle Paul says this in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. He says, "The signs of a true apostle were performed among you with utmost patience, with signs and wonders and mighty works." And so the apostle Paul is helping the Corinthian church discern, how do I know if somebody's a true apostle or a false apostle? And the apostle Paul would say, the way you know it's a true apostle is they have these miraculous spiritual gifts, signs, wonders, healing, miracles, etc. In the book of Acts chapter 2, verse 43, it says this, "Awe came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were being done through the apostles." And so the scriptures seem to communicate that these were gifts given to validate the ministry of the apostles. And since we have no more apostles, there is no more need for signs, wonders, miracles, healings, etc. Now, does God still do miraculous things? Does God still heal? The answer is absolutely yes. But a cessationist is going to teach that even though God still does those things, and we should pray for those things, that there is not a person given the spiritual gift, ministry, and calling to do those things at will and freely. One of the things that's important to note is that as you watch TV, there are these, we'll call them swindlers on TV, who lie and create kind of false scenarios, and people are healed and miracles happen, but you can never really quite see them. And so one of the realities of sign, wonders, and miracles in Scripture is that they are very, very evident to the degree that in Scripture, when Paul and Barnabas were doing some of these signs and wonders, the people of the city actually thought they were Greek gods Zeus and Hermes. Now, whether or not you are a cessationist or the other end is a continuationist, I have great news for you. We do not need to divide our churches on this, and in heaven, you are going to meet both cessationists and you're going to meet both continuationists. For more on continuationism, check out our Theology in 3 on that subject.